Katie and Magdalena with our hymn devotion for Sunday, November 15th. We're going to be looking at a new hymn that you may not have sung before, number 87, What Gift Can We Bring? In this hymn, we ask ourselves, what can we give back to God? He has given us so much, and at first the answer seems to be nothing. There's nothing that God needs from us. There's nothing that we could give that would start to make a dent in what we owe him for his blessings. He's blessed us with innumerable spiritual and temporal blessings. I was reminded this past Sunday as I worshiped at St. John's from the prophet Micah chapter 6 that this question is not new to us today. The Old Testament people wondered this as well. Micah says, "With what shall I come before the Lord and bow myself before God on high? Shall I come before him with burnt offerings, with calves a year old? Will the Lord be pleased with thousands of rams, with 10,000s of rivers of oil? Shall I give my firstborn for my transgression, the fruit of my body for the sin of my soul?" We hear that the prophet Micah realizes that all the offerings in the world would not be enough to give back to God what we owe him. Thankfully, our God does not require us to appease him with gifts or with sacrifices. Micah, in the next verse of his prophecy, tells us that the Lord wants us to walk in his ways of justice, kindness, and humility. And our hymn offers another fitting response to what we can give back to God, which is our thankfulness or our gratitude. When we thank God for what he has done for us, we call to remembrance all of his providence, his love, and his compassion for his people. When we remember what God has done for us as we thank him, this blesses us and is pleasing to God. From Psalm 9, "I will give thanks to the Lord with my whole heart. I will recount all of your wonderful deeds. I will be glad and exult in you. I will sing praise to your name, O Most High." The author of our hymn today is a female church musician named Jane Marshall. She's quite famous both in the Methodist music circles and also in the broader church music circles. So you can read more about her in the link I've provided on our hymn devotion website. She wrote this hymn, What Gift Can We Bring, for an anniversary service. So it focuses on what we can be grateful for within the church broadly and then within our own church. So she groups what we can be thankful for into things that we are thankful for in the past, in the present, and in the future. This is the middle two stanzas of our hymn. So first we give thanks for the saints that have gone before us and paved the way. We're reminded of this just a few weeks ago on All Saints' Day, November 1st. This is the focus of stanza 2. Give thanks for the past, for those who had vision, who planted and watered so dreams could come true. Give thanks for the now, for study, for worship, for mission that bids us turn prayer into deed. So then we see at the conclusion of stanza 1, we give thanks for all of the things that our church is doing now, worship and Bible study and mission work, sharing the gospel with those who have not heard it before. Then stanza 3 focuses on the future. Give thanks for tomorrow, full of surprises, for knowing whatever tomorrow may bring. The word is our promise always, forever. We rest in God's keeping and live in God's love. So we give thanks that God promises to be with us in the future, and he promises many things, but of the most importance is that we'll always have his word and his guidance with us. I believe that's it for our hymn for Sunday. We're looking forward to sharing it with you. I think it's a very beautiful melody and a really fitting hymn for our sermon series on gratitude, when we can focus on not just all of the blessings God gives to us in our own life, but also the gifts that he gives to us in his church. We are going to go get some energy out. We will see you next week. God's peace.